might need watching the Clippers.
That game is until later.
What time is it at? They're gonna get swept. Kawhi's done. Kawhi is done. I don't know.
Oh no, there's a real talk up.
Gotta get on for this moment. And we talking about football. Football.
Damn, Nano, how you first?
Real fast. Football.
Wildcats.
Wildcats. Football. We talking about football. Da 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 da. This moment is. Oh, this moment is. What's going on in the chat? Let's read some of the chat conversation. Alright, so I tapped. We are now down to the Force Advantage rule. I need all games not played to show proof. For Force wins, please show your DM. Reach out, proof. Hit it. Kool-Aid Greatness, Rooster, Ocho Chino, Ocho Cinco. We playing 10 minutes. Da-na-na, da-na-na. So I'm going back to the chat. We are looking at some things that I need to see. What else is going on? Games. Uh-oh, hold up. Wait a minute. We got a hanging slave. You got Dave Chappelle hanging in a me getting whipped. So Circle Bob said, we don't need an explanation on why you got put 100 on Real Talk. Up, he's back at it talking to, what's your name? Hundo. So he called him Falk Baby Hundo. Texas, check your PM, please. No answers. Scored alert. Force advance rules. We on that. Damn, I just peeped the ending of this. What the fuck? Versus Texas game, laughing out loud. Sheesh. I'm still sitting here, mad as fuck, man. I bet, bro. Damn. I didn't even put my joystick down yet. Damn, shaking my head. The Browns is in everything smoking right now. That boy. Oh my God. Look at my boy Drew. He active as shit right now. Oh God. What STG? I'm an old head. What that STG stands for? Straight. Swear to God. Oh man, swear to God, man. I'm going to sleep laughing around. Nigga needs a nap now. Boy. Gord alert. We have advanced to week 11. Oh, I wish you guys that is not in the league could see this picture right here. These dreads. That shit look just like Bop when he be pulling up. Stop frauding. The roster life. You really white, Spanish, and frauding like you from the islands. Your dreads like your Madden game. Shit. Checks your text. Hello, Falky the bad guy. Hit him again. He keep hitting his reel like, God damn, boy, Maleficent. Fake Jamaican. Haha. Thought he's USO this whole time. I don't know what that stands for. We can set up for tomorrow, my man. Got the Clippers game tonight. Tune in. You always got the Clippers game. You get the fuck out of here. Play your game, nigga. We beefing right now, Doo Browns. All right, man. Listen, bro. We on here real fast. We got some games scheduled. We got a big time game, bounce back game. We got 2-7-2 teams meeting up tonight. Panthers versus Ravens, buddy. This is a big game. Panthers is winning like crazy right now. They just put up a whole lot of points on their last opponent right now, boy.
I'm coming, GETA.
And the Ravens, man, coming off a big disappointment. They went to dirty ass Ohio, the Cleveland side of it, and got their asses handed to them. I mean, it was embarrassing. They was throwing all types of shit at the bus. I felt like I was Russell Westbrook coming up out of there. Thank God the bus windows was there, boy. We don't want to go back there. We don't like there, man. They be spying on us and shit. We hate going to Cleveland. We hate all Ohio City, Cleveland, Cincinnati, all of them. But we left there and we got a big game matched up right now. But man, listen, Texans lose to the football team. 27-21. If you did not watch this game, you missed one of the best, maybe the play of the year. And a da-na-na moment. All right, so it was 20-14 ball game in the fourth quarter. 20-14 ball game in the fourth quarter. They knew too? Yeah, I like those. Okay, like it. Yeah, you know to turn around. Yep. That's fine. Come on in here and model that shit for me so I can look at your donkey. Let me look at your donkey, donkey. Let me look at your donkey, donkey. Let me look at your donkey, 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 donkey. Anyway, it was a 20-14 ball game, man. And the football team had the ball back late fourth quarter and got stripped on a strip sack, man. I don't know what the hell Kevin Harvey was doing, but he got a strip sack, scoop and score, man. Number 5 picked it up. I'm assuming that's one of those dog DNs he got. Is either Xavier Thomas or it was Jalen Phillips. One of the two, man. Whatever one of the two it was, scoop and scored and picked the Texans up 21-20. On a following possession, the Washington football team goes up the field. They trying to pass. Kevin Harvey's holding on to the ball too long. Rolls out. He had nothing but green grass in front of him and throw it back across his body. Pick. At this point, you think the game is over. But that Washington football team, we keep telling y'all how strong that defense is. And I don't know what the Texans was thinking, though, but in my situation, you kick a field goal, get the fuck up out of there. Third down, he took a strike to the end zone and got that thing picked off by young Amari Harvey. Picked that thing off, right? He takes a knee. The Washington football team come right back out again. Right back out again, next possession, and throw another pick. At this point, you think the game is over. They get a stop. There's about 28 seconds left. The Texans punt the football and seal him down to the 2-yard line. I have no idea what the punt returner was doing, but he stayed away from the ball. The ball dropped and did not move on the 2-yard line, stayed there. So at this moment, you got a few seconds to get something done right now. Most of us think he going, at this point, you probably want to dial up or draw up a play for greatness. Armand Braxton, the 6'4" maniac receiver he got over there. That didn't happen. With their backs against the wall on the goal line, what happened was they lined up in goal line offense and ran power. And Kate Wills, the fastest running back in the league with that 99 speed, went 98 yards for a moment. Walk-off home run, bro. You cannot end the game any better than that. Sometimes you don't listen to people on headset with you. They tell you to, I like those. I like those a lot, yeah. They telling you to go for it. Yeah, I like those. Yeah. That's for Hawaii?
Yeah.
2 left. Alright. So, with that being said, fellas, they did what they had to do. Came out of there with a win, man. None of us expected to happen right now. At that point, we thought it was over. But for the fact that he turned the ball over twice on 2 possessions under 2 minutes was crazy and had enough time. That defense got to stop. So it was really the Washington football team defense we should be praising. And then a hell of a run, bro. I mean, you ain't see no wiggling, no stopping goals, none of that shit. No disrespect to those that do it. I'm just saying, when you got speed like that at running back, it doesn't matter. Pshons is all you getting right now. Speed kills. And that boy did some shit, boy. He broke that shit, got the sideline a little bit, did a little end cut back to the sideline, and then everything else was turbo jets. And that was it, man. Big time play. If you don't know where to see that game or you want to catch that game, man, you can catch it at YouTube. You can catch it. We're gonna pop that thing up in a Facebook group chat, so you can be able to see that thing. We're gonna pop it up in the Facebook group chat, and so y'all can see that game, man. Especially the ending of that game, man. Watch a good game. It was a good game, but you can fast forward to the fourth quarter and watch that whole fourth quarter play out. Flat out like that pregame. All right, and my next conversation. Hold on. All right, so in my next conversation, I want to talk about, man, you see up top, the impossible happens in a deal that sure alters the future of both franchises. The Ravens turned the NFL on their ears today with the trade of Teliano Hufanga to the Jets, man. The Jets seem like they just be tearing them Ravens players up, boy. They go get those boys. So, and he wanted this trade in the worst way. He really didn't want to play outside linebacker anymore. He was kind of like putting us in a situation like Orlando Brown did the Ravens. Let me play left tackle, or I'm gonna fuck out of there, or give me a trade. And you know, no player is bigger than the team. So you start demanding what you want over here. We got you playing outside linebacker. You had a great career outside linebacker for us. You want to play safety, go play safety somewhere else. Simple as that, man. Next man up. That's how it moves over here. Next man up. And one more conversation I want to talk about, that three-way trade we had between three quarterbacks going to three different cities, where you had Crum going to Detroit. You had Justin Fields on his way to Indianapolis, and then you had Ritter on his way to 49ers. All three of them got their first victories with their new teams right now. All of them played good. All of them threw touchdowns. All of them had a hell of a percentage on the day of throwing a football. So shout out to those guys that made those trades right now. It's looking like they were the right moves to make. Other than that, you already know. Now, back to these Ravens right now, man. Anybody else seen Circle Bob braids in real life?
Yeah.
Did they look just like those? This shit look like an old ass tire, an old ass balding tire with the wires coming out of it. That nigga got hair follicles, too many of them.
You see the Browns question?
Nah, what's that?
He said, do you think three-way trades will start to become a trend?
I can see that. I can see three-way trades being a trend. I can see that.
Takes a lot of, yeah.
I can see that. I could definitely see that happening right now, man.
Takes some real GM, I think, to get, two coaches in the room like that.
All right. I definitely see it happen. Let's go take a look at the matchup tonight. This matchup, I'll do the broadcasting because I don't really have to broadcast. His shit terrible, so I'll do the broadcasting. Hopefully that shit don't kill me either. But we dealing with Trey Lance with a 1694 on the year. 20 touchdown, 13 picks, 61% on the year, averaging 188.2 yards. That just tells me they're more of a running team than they are a passing team. 155 carries for Trey Sanders, 737 yards and 5 touchdowns. McCaffrey's back, getting a little long in the tooth over there. 32 carries, he averaged 3.4 yards and 1 touchdown. I think they use him more in the passing game. Actually, he's not even really up here going crazy in the passing game. So let's see what happens. Their number one receiver threat, actually, they kind of even Stevens. Emeka Ibuka, he's a dog. Nobody's really paying attention to. You'll get to see him live and on direct stage right now tonight. 30 catches, 496 and 7 touchdowns. DeMonte Coxey, 26 catches, 499 and 7 touchdowns. And their tight end with 443 yards and 8 touchdowns. So they got production with 3 receivers over here. Defensively, you would think the guy that get the most tackles is Nakobe Dean. He also has 11 tackles for losses. Their sack leader is 4.5 with Bill Convery, my old teammate. Bill Convery, what's going on, my boy over there balling? Ty McBride, the my player, and then either Gross Matos with 3. So they're doing it by committee. The numbers are not super high over here, but they are playing solid defense amongst the league right now. Can you go to points go to the standings for me and see how many points they're giving up on the year? Now, the ball hawk in the secondary, this is a good game. Eli Ricks is on his way back to Baltimore, but in a different uniform. Eli Ricks was very, very mad at the Baltimore Ravens. He wanted to be there with his brother, Derek Stingley, but it never panned out to him being the number 1-2 corner on that defense. All he did was get traded to the Panthers and go out there and lead the NFL and INTs with 12, especially all corners right now. He's having a better season out of any corner at this point right now. The boy is balling right now, so we do know we have to pay attention to him, but we know this guy very well. So because we know him very well, we know what his weaknesses is and his strengths are. So hopefully that pays dividends into what we do today in this ball game right now. But I can be honest with you, what you're going to see is you're going to see a running football game. You're going to see who's going to control the line of scrimmage with the run game. And then it goes from there. Now, on the flip side of things, Derek Stingley, I will say this, the Ravens do get a lot of interceptions at a high level. A lot of guys with 5 or more on the team. It's a committee right now. 6 from Stingley, Malachi Moore 5, Galvatron with 5, Travis Hunter 5. They got to make up. Like Hunter and Stingley are on the clock right now. We watching them carefully today. They had bad games last week against the Browns in dirty Ohio. They just would not move. They was not doing the things they were supposed to do. Those receivers had a field day on them, so we got to get them to get back. They need to get back there, and we waiting on a big day from Justin Flo as well. So the defense is solid. It's a committee. We do it by committee. All 11 players on the field are important. As you can see, they all got 40 plus tackles or more. The entire team is out there making plays. So we use the committee as always. Now we're going to see for the first time today, we're going to see with the trade with Darren Jones 6'8", and see if he's going to be a factor today in this ball game. He will be playing. He finally cleared waivers to play. The physical was all good. He's cool now. He is now officially a Baltimore Raven. He has three weeks of learning the playbook, so we'll get him in and see what happens over there. The matchup to look for, though, is Jalen Waddle versus Eli Ricks. And then it comes down to both quarterbacks. You got Trey Lance over there, who's a dual threat to make things happen, and Lamar Jackson. He's coming up there in his age right now. Lamar Jackson is not only trying to get a Super Bowl, he's fighting to keep his starting job as well. Had a bad day through 4 picks. He had a .3 rating as a quarterback last week. So he got a lot to prove on a comeback tip right now, man. X factors of the game. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I was going to tell you the Panthers points for is 315, points against is 225. The Ravens is 439, 252.
All right, so the X factor of each game is going to be Trey Lance, the running back for the Carolina Panthers, will be the X factor on their offense, and then Eli Ricks on defense. For the Baltimore Ravens, the X factor will be Lamar Jackson of this game, and on defense is going to be Justin Flo. So if those guys on each team, they play well today, that can determine the decision of how this game's going to play itself out. All right, so catch me in a second. Tune in. We'll be having the broadcast in chat and on the group Facebook page. You heard? Holla at me. We're out there.